First tonight, beyond salvage, Denver7 Investigates shines a light on a nationwide used car dealership accused of deceptive practices and fraud in Colorado. Thank you for joining us for Denver7 News at 6. I'm Jessica Porter.
I'm Shannon Ogden. We're glad you're with us tonight. Now, customers tell us they bought salvage title cars with undisclosed damage and shoddy repairs. A problem because the dealership, AutoSavvy, promises its cars are, quote, the cream of the crop and fully reconditioned after insurance claims for hail, flood, crashes, or other damage. Consumer investigator Jacqueline Allen found customers tell a different story.
Like a car held together with zip ties and drywall screws. That's a real case. And this is a big deal because AutoSavvy, formerly AutoSource Motors, promotes itself as the nation's largest dealer of branded title or salvage title cars. So an arbitrator recently found that false or misleading representations about damage could potentially affect tens of thousands of consumers. For all of us who've bought a used car,
we don't want to be in the news saying we sell bad vehicles.
Trust can be a hard sell.
You can see the zip tie right there.
We hope for a smooth ride.
Was this car safe to drive?
No, this car was not safe to drive.
But when the rubber meets the road,
Is it normal for sensors to be connected with zip ties?
No.
buckle up.
You did not see this one coming.
Oh, not at all.
And how much money did you win?
A lot.
For what happens beyond salvage.
Because that looks like a deck of cards.
When you're a professional magician like Charlie Darnell,
You're used to smoke and mirrors.
Being deceived, you mean? Yes.
you trust everyone, but cut the cards.
You decided to go undercover.
I went undercover. I took your job.
Our cars pretty much come good. I mean, sometimes there are little things of like wear and tear.
This is undercover video she shot 2 years after she bought a car at the Colorado Springs AutoSavvy dealership in 2020.
This car was almost brand new.
Yeah, 3,100 miles. And it looked brand new. It smelled like a new car.
While the car looked brand new, it came with a past. AutoSavvy promotes itself as the nation's largest seller of branded title vehicles, commonly called salvage or rebuilt titles. But the dealership promises they picked the cream of the crop, professionally repaired by authorized AutoSavvy rebuilders, passing a 151-point inspection. So Charlie knew her Durango had prior damage before she bought it,
A panel replaced and a bumper fixed, and like that was all.
but says it wasn't until a minor fender bender 2 years later
I was rear-ended.
she learned just how much damage when the collision center repairing her bumper called.
You're not going to be able to use this or you can beep it out, he said, but this is the biggest piece of repair I've ever seen.
She took photos showing damage to the frame,
Here is an example of them drilling through the unibody.
missing parts,
This is the cavity where the foam is supposed to go, where there's none.
and parts she says shouldn't be there at all, like zip ties and drywall screws holding things together.
And you can see it rusts out because it's drywall.
This receipt shows the collision center refused to make any repairs because, quote, this vehicle is a structural loss due to poor prior repairs on a salvage rebuilt vehicle.
I mean, I had nightmares about it. I would have never bought a car that was dangerous like that.
At that point, that's where we take a little more responsibility than other places.
That's when Charlie shot that undercover video at Colorado's two AutoSavvy locations, Colorado Springs and Windsor.
It has to be rebuilt back to manufacturer specs.
Not to tell them about her car, but posing as an interested customer to remember what salespeople promise.
And I even asked a couple of them what they would do if a car was in a wreck that I bought from them and they found out that it was completely repaired wrong. And all of them like, oh, we'll take care of it.
Did AutoSavvy make everything right?
Not a bit.
Manager for AutoSavvy.
In a phone call she recorded,
There's nothing we do to fix or do any repairs on your car.
an AutoSavvy representative says he reviewed her claim and other than the missing foam, the car was safe to drive.
You're telling me that you're going to do nothing, correct?
Correct. Yeah, there's nothing we would do.
So Charlie shifted gears.
It's all very shocking. It's all very surprising.
Consumer protection attorney Trent Wallace took Charlie's case, accusing AutoSavvy of deceptive practices and fraud under the Colorado Consumer Protection Act.
What we found out was that this inspection process, they don't pull off the bumper. When you're buying a car from a third party, you're really taking them at their word.
And Denver7 Investigates found others salvaging their situation.
So my fiance bought a car there.
Mayura Calindra says this video shows their AutoSavvy Subaru leaking water in a car wash. They took it to a collision center where the GM reported visible bare welds, which compromises the safety of their vehicle, estimating a minimum repair of $10,000.
It was just Terrible.
Eventually, he says AutoSavvy offered to buy back the car.
Her driving around in a car that's not safe, it just worried me the whole time.
While he never took the case to court, another customer did. In this 2022 lawsuit, an Aurora man accused AutoSavvy of fraud after buying a car alleged to have undisclosed structural damage. And court records show the company settled.
It was just crazy.
With Charlie, though, AutoSavvy refused to settle, taking the case to arbitration. But records show an arbitrator drove things home, finding AutoSavvy's practices were deceptive and fraudulent. For those violations and her emotional distress, awarding Charlie more than $300,000.
Did the arbitrator get this right?
I don't think so.
We spoke via Zoom with AutoSavvy's CEO, Brett Parham, who says the dealership was never given access to Charlie's car. Court records show his company is opposing the arbitrator's award and plans to file a motion to vacate or cancel it.
If somebody wants to return a product to us, wants to have something repaired, or even for us to buy a vehicle back, they have to bring the car back to us.
According to the court's documents, your customer offered to bring the car in and was told no.
Yeah, that's not my understanding of what happened on our side.
He says after 20 years in business, 100,000 cars sold, and thousands of positive reviews, AutoSavvy's reputation speaks for itself, but that doesn't mean they're perfect.
Is it standard practice to have cars held together with drywall and deck screws?
Absolutely not.
Could you do more to make sure your customers have safe cars?
Yeah, I think we need to take some time to review our triple inspection process and see if there's anything else that we can do to make it more thorough and more exacting. We'll certainly be looking at this internally to figure out, hey, how can we do better in the future?
And it goes just like that.
For Charlie, that's a win, a $300,000 message lifting the veil on what happened to her.
It's going to show up on the ledger, and that means somebody's going to go, what the hell's happening? But this, I think, is enough for them to care.
AutoSavvy's CEO tells me they no longer use the rebuilder who repaired Charlie's car, and they'll be looking at disclosures and sales process. Since we started investigating, another customer has filed suit against AutoSavvy with similar allegations of shoddy repairs and fraud, using the same law firm as Charlie. We'll keep you posted on what happens. For Denver7 Investigates, I'm Jacqueline Allen.
And while looking into this case, Jacqueline also learned how you can avoid getting burned when buying a used or salvage title car. So I hope you stick around. At 6:30, she shares the 5 things you need to do before buying to avoid a costly and potentially dangerous mistake.
And Jacqueline is committed to holding businesses accountable and protecting Colorado consumers from bad practices. So if you have a story you think she should investigate, scan the QR code on your screen to connect with her or send her an email directly at jacqueline.allen@denver7.com.